Yeah. What's up, everybody? All right. Now, I got a special guest in the building, man. This is my first interview of the year. I've been on a break. I really I really want the artist to get to know me, and because it's hard out here. But today, let me introduce you to this guy. He wears many hats. This dude is a singer, songwriter, producer, choreographer, and an actor. Let me let y'all introduce to my homie, Charles Reed.
For sure. And CEO.
My bad, CEO. They left that out in the notes.
My LLC on deck. Yeah, for sure.
Invest in yourself. That's what's up.
For sure.
All right, man. For everybody that know you, let's take it back to the beginning. Let's get know where you came from to get to know where you at now. So like, you grew up in Cleveland? Did you grow up with a like in the household? Was your mother and father? Did they sing?
My mom sang.
That's what's up. But like
my dad managed a group called Odyssey and Company with Poe Butch back in the day.
Okay, that makes sense to see where your background came from and all that. But like when did you first start singing though? Like how old were you?
Well, I started singing in church at 4 at Mount Pleasant, right there off of East 125th and Kinsman, I believe, or 23rd, something like 125th, I believe.
You play instruments too?
I can play a little guitar, a little piano. I can feel my way around, but I ain't gonna say I'm beasting out here on it. But I should. I'm gonna get into my practice more though. I promise. To myself. Let's say it like that.
So like growing up, what were some of the artists that shaped you to who you are today? Like who groomed you? Like who did you listen to?
Oh man, you know what? My first concert I ever went to was a Criss Cross concert. So me seeing Criss Cross and knowing they, at that time was like those teenagers, and I was a little young dude, and they performed out. I believe it was in Twinsburg or some shit. Okay. Yeah, so first concert I ever went to. Then the next concert I went to after that was a Bobby Brown, and I think it was Bobby Brown and R. Kelly.
Damn.
I went to that, and I went to it with my sister and my oldest cousin. Like, they was crazy about some R. Kelly, so I went to the show, and I seen it, and I was like, oh, that's what we doing, huh? Yeah. So, shout out to the GOAT, man. I don't care what nobody say about Kelly, man. I fucks with R. Kelly, not Robert.
That's what I'm saying. To separate the music from the artist, right? And that's the only thing. Because all you could do is, I always preach that with rappers. Rappers, if a rapper be they self, they can be they self. Your audience gonna know if you faking it. But what I like with R&B is I noticed that everybody keep their real name. You know what I'm saying?
They try.
Yeah.
They
but
try.
not it's a little or
close to it.
Yeah, and that's what I respect because I deal with the same stuff. I be like, but then you got to separate it. So when people call you that name, they know if that's your friend or they know you from being an artist.
Well, you know what? I do got certain names that people call me by. So like I might be in a relationship with this chick, man, and she might call me a certain name, and that's how I know. You know what I'm saying? And then, like some of my homies, like growing up, I know where they know me at from my life by the nicknames they call me. You see what I'm saying? So that's the most important part of it.
All right. So I'm digging in the notes, man. 2000, I'm gonna say in the 2000s, you moved down to Florida. What gave you the courage to move down to Florida? You got some cousins down there? Because everybody ain't like that bold to just leave Cleveland and go down south. You got to have tough skin.
No. The thing was look, I had kept telling my brothers and them. Let me back up. Okay. So I kept telling my brothers and them man, I wanted to go to the Virgin Islands and go to school. You know what I'm saying? And I met this girl, and she really she showed me Full Sail at that time, and she was like, this is a school I really want to go to. Shout out Mary.
I wanted to go there too. It was in the back of the source, but it was mad expensive.
Yeah, so I had, with the group, we had made some nice little pieces of, some nice change, man, coming up. So I was able to take myself through school, and then my parents, they believed in everything I had going on. So, you know what I'm saying, they totally supported I wouldn't trade my parents for the world.
So they always support you from day one?
From day one, man.
Okay, let's be moving too fast. Let's take it back when you was in the group. Let's talk about this group you was in before you went solo.
Okay, so starting out music, like I said, was in church. Then my dad bought me a karaoke machine, and I started like that, like dubbing over the tapes and stuff like that, singing and rapping over the tapes. I really didn't have a voice at that time, and that came over like my voice changing. But when we started the group, you know, me and my cousin Mark, we linked up together, man. Desert E, we go by ATM Skrill now, but
not to cut you off, was it an R&B or rap group?
It was a rap group.
Okay.
But we always carried the harmony, like we felt like we had more
like
harmony than Bone. We felt like we had more, cause we could really sing, but the thing was, is though we started out, it was actually 5 of us. We was called Trump Tight at the time. And then, you know, the other guys in the group was much older than us, because we was like 12, 13. They was like 18, 19. So they was able to get in the clubs. We weren't able to get in other spots. So me and him said, you know what, bump all that, man. We about to start our own thing. And they understood, like, because how young we were. And we already had the girls in school. Like, it was crazy. Like, we went to school together, everything, same classes, everything. This my family, you know what I'm saying?
That's when it's the best. When like can't nobody punk you, y'all all cousins. So we running everything.
Man, listen, man, ain't nobody touching me in this city, man. When it come down to it, man, I got family here, bro.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I love my family. My family love me, man. And we don't play about each other.
I like that.
You know, but the thing is like when we started the group, it just all made sense. So then my little brother became part of the group, and we took it from there, man. We did B2K, IMX, I'm talking about shows and stuff like that. Like I mentioned before on one of the other interviews, Das Effects, man, Jada Kiss, 3-6 Mafia.
Wait, y'all, which way?
We opened up for all of them. We opened up, Up in Smoke. We did like a pre-Up in Smoke tour thing. You know, shout out TQ from back in the day, man. He used to let us on the tour bus when he was on Up in Smoke tour. With Dre and Eminem at that time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we had fun, bro. Like kids, I could say that we really had fun. We went through our struggles, of course. Like we wasn't rich and nothing. Starting out, niggas was broke as hell.
Just
like
living.
Yeah, niggas but we was getting through because we had the support of our parents, and that was real.
Okay, now let's go back to Full Sail night. Like that's like. I mean, talk about what you learned and like how important and like the skills you learned from that and what you use now.
I use a lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of.
You probably still paying student loans on that.
Yes, I am actually. Still like 10 bands left on it. I've been thinking about paying it off, just letting it go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to fight since Trump's starting to drop everything.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, with Full Sail, man, I met a lot of special people I still deal with today. You know what I'm saying? And I got to witness being around, you know, the white boys that's in the rock music and the girls in the pop music, everybody, the different genres. You know, like the people that really kind of like brought me up through it when I was up through Full Sail was my boy Was Good, which he works for Kevin Hart right now.
Okay.
My boy Was Good, and Spiff TV that was working for Ross when Ross first came out. And yeah, man, my boy Rashid, all of us, like Ali, anybody that's hearing this, man, y'all know we rock out. But shout out like to them, man, because they really like showed me Florida. They showed me the music. They showed me different, because everybody was from everywhere, and I think that's kind of like what I kind of needed with the music side of it. And I ain't gonna say I've never been the best student in school. I can never say that. I think my whole thing has always been life experiences with things. You know, I would be in the studio because I was so used to being in the studio so late that it would roll into my classes. So sometimes, you know, it just happened that way. Now, I ain't fell out of school or nothing like that. It wasn't like terrible or nothing like that, but I wasn't like the AB student either though.
So the whole time you down there and you by yourself, no family, nobody?
Nobody. Everybody I met down there was new to me. Like I met my boy Deacon 305, like him and my boy OZ, they like really showed me the ropes, and that came from What's Good and Spiff, you know what I'm saying, like introducing me to them, which led me to my boy Young Hollywood, which is Deacon's cousin, and it led me to Florida, like to Miami. So I end up leaving and I go into Miami. As soon as I hit Miami, I linked up with Young Hollywood and his pops, man. I had the #1 record on radio like that. You see what I'm saying? Because
I always say that because, I mean, to move to a major city by yourself, you really get to know yourself because you can't, it's a whole different mindset. If you lose your key, you can't call your mama. It's a whole, how you think is like you on your own. It's like you can't trust nobody. So it's just survival of the fittest.
Man, just keeping it real, like I went through some shit out there, man. Like, you know, I had been robbed before. Niggas broke in my apartment. You know what I'm saying? Broke in my car.
Like
one time, man, I was coming from like Tampa. I was coming from Tampa, and I was driving a Chevy Lumina, a gold Chevy Lumina, and I'm coming back, and I was so tired coming back because I know I had class in the morning, and I left like a lot of my equipment in the car. Came outside, locks punched out, equipment gone, everything stolen, windows busted out. So you know what I'm saying? But you know what? It give you that skin to understanding like how to trust motherfuckers, how not. You know what I'm saying? And understanding like the friendships and what's friendships, what aren't. And I think we all still, we still learn this stuff today. It's like who our friends are. You know what I'm saying? Because just because they got a smile on their face don't mean it's friendly. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All right. Now, one more question. I'm tripping.
I know I took shit everywhere, nigga. I went around the block and back.
But like that, since you're a choreographer, what you like better, creating a song or performing a song?
Definitely creating the song.
Okay.
I think the best situation in the creative process is the baby of it.
Okay.
Seeing it from the start. It's like that nut. Right before, you know what I'm saying? And then a month later, the baby comes out. Hey, what was that on Boys in the Hood? Yeah. And, yeah, I get it. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I mean, you know, you like, look, I remember that night, baby, but damn, this nigga cried too much. It's one of them situations. Now you got to put the work into it.
So how important is artist development?
Man, it's definitely, it's key.
So right,
it's key. And right now we in a situation where artists are trying to develop themselves, because honestly, you can have we tell artists to, you know, do whatever they want to do and put their money into other, but they really don't have the money. Like we really don't be having the money to do all the stuff we really want to do. I don't give a fuck how rich you are, because even with the situation, you know, unless you Will Smith and you just know you can shoot all day every day, and you got the bread to do that. A lot of even rich, you know, if you don't put your money in the right places, you still broke. It don't matter.
That's dope. So this leads me to my next question. Like, how important is your team? Because, like, I mean, like, how many managers? Talk about how many managers you went through, and then like how you led up to your manager now, which is my homie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure, man. Listen, my first manager was my pops, and my pops still on my team to this day. But when I moved to Florida, you know, I was moving around by myself. You know, I didn't know how cliquish people were at that time. You see what I'm saying?
The same in Cleveland, it's everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. A lot of people cliquish. So then you end up rocking out with this record over here with this person and that person. So when I first met Young Hollywood and his dad, Hollywood was doing the music. His dad was managing me. And then we went over, I had a guy named Fred managing me. Rest in peace to Fred, and rest in peace to one of my other managers. I hate to say it like this, man. God damn. But there wasn't none of them. They you know, Fred died way after he stopped managing me. Okay. And Chris, nah, man, he died from like cancer. Okay. And Chris got shot, but he was me and Young Bird's manager at this time. You know, Christopher Martin. And I really didn't trust a lot of people, so I got to the A. I ended up linking up with another guy. And then I linked up with my boy Glass, and he was part of like Grand Hustle. So after that situation, like I still rock with my boy Glass, man, heavy, and he still like bring money my way. But the thing is like when I first met Tim, my new manager, man, and I ain't gonna even say he new to me, man, because we've been working together like 3 or 4 years now. You know what I'm saying? And when I first met him, man, he was just special, man. And I'm looking like, brother, he got the same hunger in his eyes than I do, and we want this shit. You see what I'm saying? And so sometimes you can get with a manager that has already a lot going on, and the new situation, even though it's new to them, it's like, I'm making this money over here. Let me go focus on this. So then the priority isn't there. But even though, you can have a manager that has, the best interest at heart for you, fuck with you heavy, even though they got other artists, they still rock with the other artists heavy, and you just know how to deal with it in them situations. You see what I'm saying? But it's like we all coming up together, and everybody has done their special things in their careers, and I feel like this is the dopest shit. I really rock with my boy. Like, this is my brother. Like, this the real first manager I can really say, like, this is my brother. Like, that's my brother. Like, man, can't nobody say nothing about this nigga for me to fire him. I thought about firing him a million times. Like, he probably thought about dumping me a few times. You know what I'm saying? We done argued everything. That's my nigga.
That's love. That's love. I like that. Up here I be preaching, man, how important Nerve DJ's mixtape, the conference call. Can you tell the audience how important it is to be on that conference call, to get feedback from DJs across the country, and then these DJs can play your music in these parts of the region of the country.
Man, listen, shout out Nerve DJs first of all, Johnny O, Big Health, the whole squad, man. We can go down the line, T-Wrex, everybody. So, but the thing is when you get on them lines, my first time being on the line was, I think, 2017.
Okay,
and it had Meek Mill on it, on the line that time. And Hef brought me on Hef and Johnny O brought me on. And it was a dope call. And I had never seen any DJs really doing it to that capacity. Let me say it like that, because everybody always try to separate their artists. Yeah. Everybody always try to separate their artists and their clients. And I really feel like it was dope that Nerve DJs was allowing everything from indie to major, everybody being on the same platform, you know what I'm saying, without cutting nobody out, and still being able to promote to the same DJs and letting the DJs pick and choose what they wanted to play. And I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like telling your girl, like, look, man, I like multiple women, but but anyway, we'll get on that too. But yeah, I think Nerve DJs being on them calls and hearing it from the different DJs, like hearing real, true, comments. Yeah. Comments. I'm gonna say that because we look at shares and likes and comments these days. So let's say real comments from the voice.
Interacting with the real people.
Interacting with the real, and actually listen to the record. And Nerve, y'all actually play the videos, y'all actually play the music, y'all have the artists on the Zoom, no matter how big they are, no matter where they from, no matter how they looking, y'all got them on there. So I just salute, man, Nerve DJs, man. I fuck with y'all heavy.
You hear that, artist? You gotta invest in yourself, man. Everybody from your neighborhood go tell you nice, but you gotta invest in yourself. Get on that call so that the whole world can hear you. Nah, man, he since he talking that stuff, he gonna. Now I heard on the street you got a wife and a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Now this ain't for everybody. Now how do you get into that? What's the correct term for it?
All right, so check this out. So right now, me and my wife, we looking for another girl. Okay, so I'm being real. We were in a relationship, where it was all three of us together, me, my wife, another chick, and man, I was in love with that motherfucker, man. I ain't even gonna count. But we had played around several times, and trying to deal with other females, and they wasn't ready to tell their parents, yeah, I got a boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Built for that.
Yeah. So right now, being older, you understand, if we're gonna do this shit, we're gonna do it to the whole full capacity. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no in betweens with it. So I just feel like just being real with yourself, being real with your partner, letting them know what from the jump what it is. Cause when I first met my wife, man, she I was actually on I was at the James L. Knight Center, and I was actually at a DJ Khaled. I was performing on a DJ Khaled show on a Summerfest, and she was an interviewer, and she interviewed me, and I kind of laughed at her, man, when she asked me a situation, And then she hit me on MySpace. And then we linked up from there, went out to eat. We actually didn't even go out to no like expensive ass restaurant. We went to the food court in the mall, and we got some orange chicken and some other shit. You know what I'm saying? We was kicking it. And so she asked me like, what did you she was like, so what you think about girls that like girls? I'm like, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to talking, man, and I swear she got off work that night and she slid through on me, and she was like, why don't you come pull up at my house? So, you know, I had a whole spot with my homie, which we did music together, and after that became the studio for me. That was the crib until we moved into our own spot, and it was dope, man. We ain't never part since then. Like, I've been with her 17 years.
You got a real one.
Yeah, hell yeah. I get as much buns as I want.
I seen y'all at the Christmas party, and I was like, I was like, you usually be by yourself. Oh, this is another funny part, because I'm like, I seen you at a couple parties, and I'm like, man, why this nigga got a security? Now I
straight up.
Now I'm like, now I see why he got security when I was watching another interview. I'm like, man, ain't nobody touching Charles, man. Like, why he walking around with security? Yeah, I get it now, man.
I be by myself though. Like everybody got this stigma on me. Like I'm always with these bunch of chicks and this. I mean,
every time I see you by yourself,
I'm by myself.
The first time I seen you with your wife was at the Christmas party.
Yep. Yeah, man. I don't be out there like that, bro. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I got a real one by my side. So if she ain't there, I got my people in my squad with me. That's it. For sure. Right. Shit get messy. Man. These hoes messy these days. Anyway,
let's talk about the single, man. Bus. Where was your mind state, and where was your creative thought when you created this single?
I was drunk. Okay. I was drunk in the studio. I was at Matt Light the Flame studio.
The homie.
So I had booked this big session. I'm gonna tell y'all about this night because this shit was crazy. So we was finishing up a song. I get to the studio. We all taking shots and shit. I end up saying, you know what? I want to go to the store. For like an hour, I get lost. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Like I think the alcohol kind of hit me. I got a little lit for a minute. I had to pull over, and not knowing I was right around the corner from the studio, bro. So when I got back in the studio, Matt like, yo, you ready? I'm like, hell yeah. So he started making the track.
He made the beat live in there?
Made the beat live there. And before the beat was fully done, we had the song done. Like I went in the booth, and anybody that's worked with me know, like, man, I get this shit done. I don't play around with the music. I've been doing it so long, man, that it's just easy. And I take direction very, very well, because you know I also, when I'm doing records with other artists, I want to know what they feel is, where they coming from. Is he like your
go-to producer, or like who?
Matt?
Yeah. You did with a couple of producers.
No.
You produce yourself.
The superstars, which is myself, my boy Young Hollywood, you know, a few other producers that's with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my go-to, the superstars. Majority of my songs that came out was the superstars. Shout out to my boy P Jones also. You know, a couple people here in Cleveland, but they all in Miami. A lot of my producers I rock with is in the South.
You fly down there, or do you
they usually send to me. They usually send something to me, or I might send them like a beat track, like, you know what I'm saying, on some vibes. You know what I'm saying, just a vibe, or like a little snap track. And they'll go to the song where I want to feel what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I sing a whole song over a snap track, and they'll send this shit back to me.
I like that. So explain the difference between collabing with an R&B artist and a rapper. What do you prefer? I mean, not to, you know, there's a lot of R&B people don't like to deal with rappers.
Man, I rock with rappers.
That's what's up.
I rock with rappers. I just, it's got to be a different kind of professionalism with it. You know what I'm saying? I've learned my lesson. Rather being, yes, of course. Man. Outside of everything else, man, I ain't that. You in the streets or whatever you doing, you working your 9 to 5, whatever, do your thing. I support you, bro, whatever it is, but don't call me from jail, my nigga. I'm not the one to put money on your books. I'm sorry, unless I owe you that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, because ain't nobody putting nothing on my books when I went. So,
been now jail stories are dope. Do you want to talk about? I mean, you've been to jail or prison?
I've been in jail, not no prison. Yeah, I went to jail, man.
Right.
You know, I seen a midget punk out a whole jail, but anyway. But yeah, with Bus, man, we got in that studio, man. I was feeling that vibe of it. Like when he started making that track, I just put my head as if I was between her legs the whole time. You know what I'm saying? In the studio. So
it sounds like you got 10 kids the way you made that.
I got one. Luckily, I left all the rest of them flush. All the rest flush, bro.
That's funny, man. I mean, like, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I told you, man, ain't no filter with me, bro.
All right, no, you know, this flowing. Like anything, okay, how your career, would you do anything different?
I mean, you always think about shit you would do differently.
Or some people don't have no regrets, or like they just, you know.
I really don't have no regrets because no matter what I say, I can't get it back, get that time back. I can't get back 3 seconds ago. Okay. But you know, of course, there's always shit that you can change, and I don't want to think about it because I'm on to the future. Like so that. I'm just being real about it.
I like that. Always thinking forward. You go trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Looking back, you know. All right, man. Anything? I mean, this been a dope interview, man. Like anything I leave out? Whoa!
Go ahead.
The acting side. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, man. So hey, look. So on the way over here.
Okay.
All right, on the way over here, I just got a call about this new movie being shot in Orlando that they want me to read as soon as I leave here. So we're gonna talk about that another time. But I got Levels. The movie is dropping in 30 days. Shout to Eyes Wide Films. Man, this movie is gonna be special. This is my first movie I ever led. I've done hella plays when it's come down to like State Theater and Caramel House and stuff like that. Like, cause I came up through the Caramel House too, acting and dancing, African dancing, hip hop dancing, and stuff like that. Yeah, really? Man. I've been in entertainment my whole life.
So like, I mean, you ever see yourself like you get so big into acting that you won't do music no more?
Hell no.
Always gonna do music?
Hell yes.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes, I love me. I thought about quitting music the other day. I called my boy and said, man, I quit this shit. I ain't doing this no more. And then he was like, where you at? I'm like, in the studio. Like, he laughing over here because it's real. He was like, where was you at last night? I was like, the studio. He was like, nigga, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Man. I love music, man. It's the only way I'm able to express myself.
And then so, you know, talk about this video. Talk about the Bus video. Like, I'm mad because you should have, I mean, like, this is a hit. You should have had this out for Valentine's. This is the Valentine's Day thing right here.
So, actually, this is an everyday song.
Okay.
This is an everyday theme song because, you know, we have sex every day. Everybody having sex different times. Ain't nobody ever say, like, Chris Brown Take You Down was a Valentine's Day record. Nobody ever said that. So, this Charles Reed Bus is an everyday bust a nut. Get your thing in. You know, do your 1-2. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of record.
And like that. Okay,
man, every day. Because you probably gonna get some buzz when you leave.
For sure.
And that's the record you need to play is that Charles Reed Bus. You need to go ahead, throw that inside your playlist. You know what I'm saying? Right next to your Chris Browns, your Trey Songs, your whoever that your Blasts and all them other people. Charles Reed is supposed to have several records on that playlist, just like everybody else do.
So right now, are you single heavy or just gonna be on the new EP?
So this song is not gonna go on my next project.
Okay.
It's not gonna go on my next project because I put it out already as a single, and so I want to give everybody new music. Mm-hmm. Of course, you know, some people can say, hey man, that's dumb because you ran the views, you ran the numbers up on the project, and it can go gold or whatever. But let me say this: if it fits it, I do it.
Do you have a time frame for the next EP coming out?
Before summer.
Okay.
And it's gonna be one coming right after summer. And I got several other projects in between that I'm on with rappers. And also I got a single out right now with this dude Cesario, man, from the city.
Oh, that's the homie, right?
Yeah, man. So my boy, listen, I said dude, but this is my brother. And when I say through words of wisdom, has totally educated me on a lot of different things and talked to me when I was at my downest and I couldn't talk to nobody, because when you at a certain level to people's mental. You can't speak to them about other shit that's going on with you. So you got to be able to have on people that you are, that they're able to level with you, and you level with them, and being able to talk to them on a realistic level. And Caesar Rio, one of the people to me, we came up through middle school together, so that's my dog. So we got a new record called One Day out right now. We just shot the video yesterday.
Y'all was in the studio same time, everything.
Everything, yeah. We was at gotta ask him. This is a track he brought. It's a track he brought, but we did that Top of the World with Josh.
Cause he stay consistent, man.
Man, listen, my dog is raw, and he's speaking. It's more in the Christian world, but it's hip hop.
Yeah, cause I remember last time he was up here, how he talked about he stopped drinking and all that. Yeah,
right.
So it was a real deep story. So I know how serious he is.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, we shot that. We did some real creative stuff the other day on this video for the One Day song. But with Bus, myself, my cousin, ATM Skrill, and my wife, we kind of all had the footage that we needed for this video. And I shot, I edited the whole video myself, and it's coming out Friday. So for the Bus video, it's coming out this Friday. So you gonna share it, man. You gonna share it on one of these shows, right? ASAP. Hell yeah. So yeah, this video was different. I sent it out to my people, like, what do y'all want me to change? And it took some balls to do it, because this is my first video I ever shot of myself. You see what I'm saying? Now it's about to go dumb. Like, I know I could do this shit.
Damn.
Thank you, apps. Thank you. And I know how to work Photoshop and work all that other stuff too, from being in Full Sail and all that. But man, this shit easy now, man. Let's go.
I mean, if you could do it on your phone, that's crazy.
I did it all on my phone.
I know.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, man, like, got to wrap it up, man. Give out your socials. Anything else you want to say to the people, man? It's a dope interview. Appreciate you being here.
Man, I appreciate you having me, T. Y'all follow me at Charles Reed on IG, Facebook, at Charles Reed World, TikTok at Charles Reed World. Everything else is basically at Charles Reed or Charles Reed World. Or y'all can just go to reedcamp.com. Y'all check out everything, get the merch, get the music, get the love, get everything else that comes out beforehand, like how I got Bus actually out to a lot of different people that's a part of my community right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get that full access before anybody else does, and be able to comment on it and do everything else before we truly drop it. So, yeah, man. I mean, this is about to be an amazing journey, T. This ain't going to be my last time on here, because you already know how we rock. But, yeah, man, Bus is out right now, all platforms. Video, hopefully when y'all hearing this, the video is out now.
This will be out. By the time I chop it up, it'll be out Friday morning. Hell yeah.
So yeah, it'll be out Friday, man. So it's a vibe, man. We about to turn this up, man. Nerve DJs, we rocking out. Y'all know how we vibe.